Anyway, when the blade showed up, I took one look at it and I said, I'm buying it. So I turned around and I bought the blade. I came home with the blade. I took the old Arctic blade off my pickup truck, the steel one. I went out and I welded the ends back on it again, and I sold it instantly. It never lasted the day it was sold. So I took the poly blade, which is this one you see here now, and I put it on the pickup truck. And I'll tell you folks, I could not believe the difference in how efficient the blade was. The blade, nothing would stick to it, nothing at all. And like this snow here, say for instance with the steel blade, this snow here is so wet that you could make a snowman almost instantly out of it. And anyway, well, you can see, you'll see a footprint now in the snow where I went over it. But anyway, with the steel blade, I used to have to make a few trips, because remember, back then now, I was doing snow clearing commercially. And you could really feel the weight of the steel blade when the snow used to stick to it. So I used to get out with a shovel, and I would take the shovel and clean the snow away from the front of the blade. So now when I got the poly blade and I put it on the truck, I plowed snow with that from 1994 right up to 2008 was the last, 2007 was the last season for that. So what I did with that, the blade was absolutely fabulous. I'll tell you, I never spent a dime on the blade from 1994 to 2008. Never cost me a dime. Never put 5 cents into it. The quality was fabulous. So then, what happened was we decided to retire the pickup truck. Because face it, I mean, the pickup truck was getting old then. It was a 1993 model. So it was time to retire it. And I still have the truck today. It's a great truck. It's never been painted. It's got its original paint job, but I spent a few dollars on it a few years ago. I put, I took the Gazette deck out of it, and I put a new Bluetooth system in, Sony, and high output stereo, and bucket seats, and did it up really nice, and just modernized it a bit. And of course now we just use it for pleasure, I guess, and also to haul my mobile welding machine around in. But anyway, what I did is in 2008, that was the first time that we bought a tractor. So we went into Newfoundland Canada. They treated us well, and we bought a Kubota 4240, much like this one here. You couldn't really tell the difference in them, other than the fact that this one here got a bigger engine and whatnot. So, but it looked exactly the same. So I was considering buying a new blade then. So I looked at Arctic, and at that time Arctic never had a blade that would fit a skid steer attachment. So I said, well, I really like this blade. So what I did is I adapted this blade to a skid steer mount and made a few really cool modifications to it, and we used it on the 4240 for 2 years, and then we've been using it on this one ever since. And again, it's just a fabulous blade, and that's why I've never replaced his blade. It's just been a great blade. And I have it kind of customized to fit my needs. You can see that snow's getting real heavy now. But nothing sticks to that blade. Oh, before I forget, yes, the garage door is left open. And people are saying, they always say, well, you're wasting heat. Well, I hate to disappoint you folks, but the heat's not turned on. So that's why the door's left open. It don't really matter. But every time I do this, somebody says, well, you know, you're leaving your door open. That don't make sense. Well, it makes sense. If you want to leave it open, and it's not costing you anything. So there it is. Now, with regards to the blade, again, getting back to the blade is plowed commercially from 1994 right up till about 4 years ago when I retired from snow clearing. And it's still on the tractor. Now, there's been a few people asking me about the blade and asking me how they can get one. Well, you're kind of in luck because Arctic now makes a skid steer attachment blade for a skid steer or for a universal adapter like it's on this. So you can always contact them. They also make one with a loader, intended for a loader like this, with a chain and stuff on it. I won't debate. I'm not going to get into debating what's best. You guys do your research on that. But for the people who have been emailing us through our site and asking us how they can get their hands on a blade like this, the closest you're going to get is what Arctic has to offer now. So you can look up arcticplows.com and you should be able to go into the poly section of your site and then go on and look at the skid steer blade, and that should get it for you. That should do the job. And I'm sure you'll be very, very happy with it. And what I like about Arctic blades now that they didn't have when I was looking around, everybody knows how much I dislike powder coat. Well, Arctic blades now are galvanized. So when you put an Arctic blade on your machine, yes, the shine might come off it, but the galvanized won't, and it won't rust. So you're going to have pretty well a lifetime blade. And I think you can appreciate that. So you get good value, you get good bang for your buck type of thing. And no, Arctic is not paying me to say this. So, but I'm just trying to address the questions that's been asked since the last video. I get them asked pretty well every time I do an in-cab video. We would have done an outside video, but I didn't want to ask Kathy to come out in this rain to hold the camera, so I'm sure you'll understand that. So with that, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to do my snow clearing.